Hello, everyone. I am Safwat Al-Shazli. I am a technical training advisor in the education services team of NetWitness. And today's session will be about the investigation basics in NetWitness. So let's start by the session agenda. The session includes 5 topics. We will start with describing the investigate module functions and capabilities. Then we'll move to the second topic, which is the types of queries in NetWitness. The third topic of this session is about using filter options in the events view. The fourth topic is introducing the Analyst Springboard. And finally, the fifth topic is an overview of the Context Hub. Before we start our session, please ensure that your mics are muted. If you have any questions during the session, please drop them at the chat box so that I can answer them at the end of the session. And also don't forget to check our course catalog. After the session, a PDF version of this presentation will be sent to all of you, and you can click the Visit Course Catalog button that you will find in the same file. So let's start by setting your expectations from this session. We will introduce basic information about the Investigate module subviews. However, detailed information about the Navigate, malware analysis, and legacy events views is not included in this session. We'll also discuss an overview of how to use the Context Hub in investigations, but we will not go into the details about the configuration of the Context Hub. And also, some topics include video demonstrations of the events view and its panes. I will go through the videos and explain every part of them, but I will leave exploring all the NetWitness Investigate module subviews in detail to you from the NetWitness UI itself. So first, describing the Investigate module functions and capabilities. So the Investigate module provides a window into the log, packet, and endpoint data collected. And it provides a set of powerful tools for locating, filtering, and displaying your data using a variety of methods and formats. And investigations can be performed on decoders, concentrators, or brokers. While raw data is collected and stored on the decoders, investigations are usually performed on the concentrator, or if your environment have one, on the broker. The concentrator aggregates data from the decoders and provide an indexing function that enhances your ability to locate and analyze data. And the broker aggregates data from multiple concentrators, and most of the investigations are performed on the broker level if you have one. And if you want more information about the NetWitness structure, you can visit our course catalog, which includes a course called NetWitness Platform Foundations, and it includes more information about the NetWitness architecture. So the Investigate view includes the following subviews: the Navigate view, the Events view, the Legacy Events view, and the Malware analysis. Let's start by the Navigate view. The Navigate view provides a view of meta keys and the number of sessions, and you can specify the criteria of your query from the upper section of this view, as you can see here, and you can also filter the results using the filter panel on the top section, such as query, profile, meta, and so on. The breadcrumb of queries appears in the top section of Navigate view. So you can see here a breadcrumb, ip.source equals some IP address. This is called a breadcrumb. Then moving to the Events view, which provides a view of events or sessions, and you can specify the criteria of your query from the upper section of this view. And you can also filter the results using the filter event pane on the left section here. And the results of queries appear in the right section of the events view. Moving to the legacy events view, which is deprecated in favor of the events view. And in this view, a list of events associated with a session is available. And it is optimized for viewing raw events in sequence by time, and you can display the events list in several forms, or filter events, or search for events, or even open a reconstruction of an event. And finally, we have the malware analysis, which is an automated malware analysis processor designed to analyze certain types of file objects to assess the likelihood that a file is malicious. And it detects indicators of compromise using 4 distinct analysis methodologies, which are network session analysis, static file analysis, dynamic file analysis, and security community analysis. And if you want more information about this tab, you can refer to the link that you will find in your participant guide that will be sent to you after this session as well. Let's now talk about enabling the Navigate and Legacy Events views. By default, the Investigate view includes only the Events and Malware Analysis tabs, like you can see here on the screen. However, you can enable Navigate and Legacy Events as per the following details. So let's see here in this demo. You can enable Navigate by going to Admin. So here we go to Admin here, Admin icon. Then we go to System. And after that, we can select Investigation from the left pane here. And we can find that there is an Investigate tab, which we can select and click Enable Navigate. And this way, the Navigate view will appear on your screen. Let's now talk about some history about the Legacy Events view. So prior to version 11.3.x of NetWitness, the Legacy Events view was the original events view. However, in the newer versions, this view is no longer needed and it is hidden unless the administrators enables it, like we will see in a minute. And by default, only the events view appears in the menu. But of course, when the Legacy Events view is enabled, both the events and the Legacy Events views are visible in the Investigate module. And you can enable this view by navigating again to Admin System Investigation. Then, instead of selecting the Investigate tab, we can select the Legacy Events tab and click Enable Legacy Events. And after enabling, you can access the Legacy Events view in two ways. So the first way is the traditional one. You can navigate to Investigate Legacy Events, and NetWitness runs a default query on the last 3 hours for the default service, if one is set, or displays a dialog in which you can select the service and then run the default query. Or there is another option to access the Legacy Events view from the Navigate view itself. You can double-click any event, and the Legacy Events view will automatically display the events on the selected service based on the drill point in the Navigate view. But of course, this Legacy Events view is deprecated now. So here, after enabling, we can notice that we can see the Navigate tab and the Legacy Events tab, and we can go to any of them. So this is the Navigate view, and this is the Legacy Events view, like we can see here. Let's now move to NetWitness metadata. So from the main menu of NetWitness, you can select Investigate Events, and then you can click the search icon, and your screen resembles the data shown here. So if you click the search icon on the Events view, you will see a view similar to what you can see here. The elements displayed on the screen are collectively termed metadata. The metadata elements are arranged hierarchically and include meta keys, meta values, and sessions. Each element is in a many-to-one relationship with the element above it in the hierarchy. Meta keys can be created and manipulated by the analyst, of course, if they have permission, and most of the cases they have, or an administrator, and the analyst can choose which meta key to gather and display. For example, under the meta key decoder source here that you can see on the screen, you can see decoder source, you see multiple meta values. Under each message, you will see multiple sessions or events. The meta keys are displayed in white font. So the decoder source here is displayed in white, while meta values are displayed in a light gray below the meta key here, packet decoder and log decoder, and the session values are in light blue. Decoder source is the key's display name. So decoder source is called key display name, but the key name appears below the display name, and in this case, it is DID or DID. This is the key name, and the decoder source is the key display name. And the values log decoder and packet decoder appear as meta values under that meta key. And by default, the first 20 meta values for each meta key are displayed, and each meta value will have associated sessions or events. And if you want to display the next 20 meta values, you can click the show more values, like the one you can see here on the screen, to display the next 20 meta values. Okay. Let's now move to creating and modifying drill points. The events view offers a look deep inside the reconstructed packet session or log events of interest. And at this screen, you can click a light gray meta value to pivot or drill into a view that is limited to just that meta value. For instance, in the shown screenshot here, the analyst chose to drill into the source IP address 192.168.31.24. And the added query in the query search bar here is added based on clicking on that value, meta value, which reminds you of exactly what drill point you've reached and exactly what data you're examining. And to remove it, you can just click the X icon that is clear here. You can also right-click a meta value, which offers you the choice of opening the drill point in a new browser tab, like you can see here on the screen, these set of options. And this sometimes it make it easier to compare views from different levels in your investigation, and some drill points can go deep into the data, creating multiple queries. And in addition to the standard forms, you can create a custom view to suit a particular analysis or monitoring need. And we'll see that in a minute. So now let's move to the second topic, types of queries.